Welcome back, Travel Bugs. We're here with our Q&A. You guys asked us 20 questions, and we're here to answer them for you.
Yes, and we're excited.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. First off, we have Eric Rysbowski, who wants to know, what have you found or come to realize to be the toughest or trickiest thing to deal with while traveling?
Language barriers. But guess what? There's an app for that. It's called iTranslate. There's a free version, and then there's a version that costs about $10. Depending on what language you need, you might need to buy the paid version. We love it. It saved our lives in Thailand. We definitely recommend it. So next up, Tasha Lewis. When is the best day to book a flight? And what days are best to fly in regards to cheapest fare?
The best day to fly out in order to get the cheapest fare would be a weekday. Flying out on a Friday or Saturday, it's going to cost you because that's when most people fly out. Best day to book a flight is usually Wednesdays. That's typically the day when the flights are the cheapest. So that's what I recommend.
Peterson Brazil wants to know, what is the best Haitian restaurant out in Chicago?
Unfortunately, we didn't encounter any. We actually didn't encounter many restaurants of Caribbean cuisine in general while in Chicago. So we really can't say. It was mostly Italian and Asian cuisine, unfortunately. Not saying that there aren't any out there, but unfortunately we just didn't encounter any.
Sorry.
Jeanette asks, what do you do with your dogs while you're away?
My mom and dad, they're great because boarding is a fortune. But they save our lives every time. We're super lucky.
Yeah, plus you don't want to board your dogs all the time. At least they're with loving people and 3 other dogs.
Oh yeah, they love it. Trust
Yeah.
me. It's great.
Thank you guys.
All right, now we have Brian. He wants to know, are there any code words one may use at the front desk to get a room upgrade when checking into a hotel?
I'm sure this is a popular one amongst travelers. My first answer would be a special occasion. Tell them that you're on your honeymoon or it's your birthday or you're on a business trip. Hopefully it's true, but I mean...
To each its own.
To each their own. Yeah, definitely if you're celebrating a special occasion, let them know. And do it discreetly so it doesn't cause a train reaction in the line, because then they're liable to say no. Brianne Marie wants to know, has this made your relationship stronger?
Easy answer, yes. All around, anything we went through, good, bad, sad, it definitely built upon our bond.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've learned a lot from it as well, both independently and together.
Actually, yep.
Yeah, we've learned a lot.
Winnell Johnson wants to know, do you plan on traveling with a group in the future? Do we?
Not plan on, but we'd love to. What we typically do is we let our friends know where we're going to be going, but we don't really wait on them. We just book. I mean, let's be real. We all know how hard it is to plan a group trip. We'd love to be able to streamline something and make it easy for us to get a group trip together. However, in the current moment, it's just tough to do. But eventually, we'll make it happen.
We'd love to.
Holly asks us, do you set aside a certain amount of money depending on where you travel, or do you just round to the nearest number?
Well, our trick is actually, we do a lot of research before booking. We make sure that, we have the money we need to spend while we're there for stay and everything, and then we'll book our airfare and fly out.
Pretty much. That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
You gotta have a budget wherever you go.
Yes, of course.
If you're gonna be spending the weekend at a family member's 2 hours away, I mean, you gotta calculate gas and, things like that. So we always have a budget. Depending on where we go, the budget might be a little looser. For instance, if we're going to Thailand, I mean, it's gonna be very loose. If we're going to London, it's gonna be a pretty tight budget. So depends on where you're going, but always have some idea of how much you have to spend and how much you're going to need to spend for your typical day. Food, housing, transportation.
Yeah. Brian, he wants to know, best hotel rewards and best chains.
My favorite hotel rewards program is SPG, Starwood Preferred Guest. These are amazing line of hotels, not just because they include amazing ones such as the W, but because they include design hotels, which are one-of-a-kind hotels all over the world that feature really cool, unique amenities, such as the Wanderlust Hotel in Singapore, which provided a cell phone with 4G tethering to us. So we had internet access wherever we went because we had this phone. which also provided coupons for discounted attractions. I mean, it was amazing. So that would definitely be my favorite hotel chain and rewards program is the SPG. You can currently sign up for an SPG credit card that will come with a 35,000 point sign up bonus. That's almost enough for 4 nights at the Wanderlust Hotel. Like, no brainer, no brainer. Yeah. So Annette has a great question, which I'm sure many travelers want to know. Do you only stay in tourist areas or do you venture off taking a risk to see the culture and how people live? Annette's fear is that she'll get to another country, get lost, and won't be able to find her way due to the language barrier.
So we totally understand. There is definitely a few tools that can help you, which is like iTranslate. Personally, we love going off the map.
Yeah.
We love learning about people. We love learning about culture. But really, it's about personal preference. Be comfortable. We don't want to push you beyond your limits, but we do advise you to go and see what life is like on the other side.
There's a certain amount of risk associated with any activity you do, and traveling is one that comes with its risks, but also its high rewards. As far as the language barriers go, like she said, iTranslate really cuts into that barrier. It really helps. The one drawback or shortcoming is that sometimes you may not have service in order to use it. But this could happen anywhere. Really just be vigilant, be prepared, and take a chance.
Do what feels right.
Yeah.
So I hope that helped.
Yeah.
Number 11, Kevin Kelly. When traveling outside the US, what about health insurance just in case you get sick?
Great question, Kevin. First of all, many places you'll travel to won't even require this. However, it is required some places you go, such as places like Cuba. What I recommend is going through a third party and getting your insurance there. They're almost always available in the airports or with the booking airline. As far as travel accident insurance goes, you should really look at your credit card benefits because a lot of the times they'll cover a lot of accidental damage to your vehicle, to yourself, or even loss of life insurance. A lot of people don't know this, but if you've got a car that carries an annual fee, they most likely have this. All you have to do is purchase a part of the trip or your rental with the card. Hope that answers your question.
Corey Martin wants to know, do you have any tips for traveling without having reservation bookings? I find deadlines for reservations and such to be the biggest downside to traveling. What do you think?
For sure. Go to Thailand. Southeast Asia in general.
Yeah.
We quickly found that you didn't really need to have any reservations whatsoever in Thailand, especially during low season. We were there last November and we had missed the ferry out to an island where we had our reservation. So we're like, what are we gonna do? Well, right across from the port was a hotel which is facing the port, so facing the water, facing the beach on the main strip. It's $40 a night. Breakfast,
nice.
Oh yeah, great. Breakfast included, internet included, and I mean, you can't beat that. And then as we were traveling the island, we found so many nomads, just not knowing where they're going next.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not talking about next hotel, I'm talking about next city,
Yeah.
next country. So definitely it depends on where you're going.
Yep, definitely.
Michael Ali, he wants to know what are some must-go places in your opinion?
So far, personal favorite of mine is Thailand. We definitely love Thailand. I want to go back like right now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, Thailand's a must for everyone.
Yeah.
Must. To give you another option that might not be high up in your list is London. Especially since you're from the Boston area, London is incredible. The history there, the similarities to places here like Boston, Brooklyn, NYC, it's stunning and it's amazing. And the history is very humbling. So it's a nice contrast to places like Thailand, which is more tropical. If you're a city person, London it is.
Yeah, go now. Okay. Number 14 from Chris. I want to know how great of a deal does it need to be to take Spirit Airlines?
Chris is a jokester for this one. The deal has to be amazing. I mean, I would say at least $100 savings from the next flight. I say this because a carry-on bag is going to cost you about $50 each way. So that'll bring it even with the other carrier that will provide carry-ons for free. Still though, personally, I wouldn't take it unless it's about a $200 savings. That's my deal.
Yeah. No thanks. All right, Melissa Patty. She wants to know, how did you guys get started with traveling? What made you guys want to start this?
Really what it was a friend mentioned to me how he was traveling for really cheap using points and miles. And he sat me down and he talked to me about it and I was hooked. I told Danielle about it and she was game.
Oh,
About 6 months later, we're on our way to Thailand.
yeah.
So that's what got us started. I mean, first off, we just really wanted to travel. And then we found a great way to get that travel at discounted prices.
Yes.
Yeah.
Noticed people loved watching us travel, so here we are.
Yeah. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Number 16 from Luisara. She wants to know which is better, Gino's East or Giordano's. For those who don't know, these are pizza chains in Chicago.
Sadly, we don't know. We don't eat cheese, so we wouldn't be able to tell you. This is heartbreaking because I actually truly do love pizza, but since different life choices, we no longer eat pizza.
Yeah. We're vegan.
Wish I could help you. I wish we could help you.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't step foot inside of a pizza chain
I wish
while we
so.
were there. No deep dish for us. I'm sorry. But I mean, when you're over there, hopefully you'll let us know.
Seriously, please do.
We can live vicariously through you.
Topher wants to know, what were the most beautiful islands you have ever been to?
Number 1, Phi Phi Islands in Thailand. Gorgeous, amazing beaches, amazing structure. Like the rock formations are basically like our architecture, you know? They were our Empire State Buildings, but they were natural and gorgeous, full of life, full of color. That was number 1. Number 2, I'd have to say Martinique. Martinique was gorgeous. Beautiful countrysides, you're driving up on, and the houses are built up on hills, and the ocean is beautiful, especially in the south. Les Salines is the most beautiful beach I've ever been on. It was just pristine, and the water's gorgeous. So those are definitely the 2 most beautiful islands we've ever been on.
And it was definitely a hidden gem. Martinique,
I'd say.
definitely a hidden
Yeah,
gem.
yeah,
Definitely check it out.
yeah. Our good friend Alyssa wants to know, what are our Italy plans?
So, we'll be flying straight into Milan, and straight from Milan we're going to Florence for 2 nights?
Yeah.
2 nights. And then we're heading to Venice. But only for 1 night, you know, just experience it.
Yeah, that's a must.
Then we're heading to Verona, which we heard was like a little secret gem. So I'm pretty pumped about that.
Yeah, with a lot of history.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm super, super excited. After that, guess what? We're nomading it for, is it 2 nights?
I believe it's 2 nights. It's at least 2 nights, yeah.
I'm excited but nervous at the same time. So nomading it the last 2 nights.
Then
and
flying out
back
of
home.
flying out of Milan.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Wish us luck
Yeah.
and follow our blog
Oh yeah.
every day
Oh, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it, we're on there.
and the website.
Oh yes. Glory and Topher have a personal question for us. They want to know, how did you guys meet?
We met at work, actually. I started working at a company where her parents were working, and eventually she came on as a temp. We actually didn't become friends right away. It wasn't until her parents started throwing events and gatherings at their home and inviting their friends at work that I really got to get to know her. And eventually the stars aligned and we were able to start dating.
Yeah.
We found that we had a lot in common, and it just worked out over the years.
Kind of snowballed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So that's
guys.
awesome. Yeah. Thanks again, Doris and Danny.
Hi. Last question, guys, and it's from Jackie Riley. She wants to know what our favorite trip together was.
Again, we have to mention Thailand. I know. Thailand.
Sorry,
Thailand.
guys, but it's great.
Yeah, it really is that amazing. And to be fair, it wasn't just a Thailand trip. On that same trip, we visited Thailand, Singapore, and Bali. However, Thailand stands out because it was just the most serene, the most beautiful, and just the island or country resonated with the most.
Yeah.
But that trip in general really built our bond and started off our travel kick.
Yeah.
We've been on 5 trips since, but that one really will always be the one that got everything going.
Yeah.
So that is,
First international trip together. So I mean that was the baby.
yeah, literally. I mean, Travel Bugs was born on that trip. So it would always hold a special place in our hearts,
Yes.
for sure.
All right, guys.
That's
so
it, guys.
I mean that's all.
Thank you so much for your questions and your following,
Yeah.
your support. It means the world to us. It really does. We love traveling, but we love sharing our experiences
Definitely.
and our adventures with you
Definitely.
even more.
And we definitely apologize for this being super late, but
Yeah.
we're on it. We're definitely going to start responding a lot quicker.
Oh, for sure.
Because we love interacting with you guys. So
Yeah.
bring it on.
And look out for our vlog, please, our YouTube and our website, because now we should be able to vlog daily while on vacation. So we should be able to put stuff up for you guys to follow us even better.
Yeah. So excited. All right. See you guys.
Thank you guys. Bye.